Hey guys, Lincoln here from bowacademy.org. Tonight I learned that Airbnb wants to go public this year if they can. They were originally scheduled to go public this year back in 2019, but decided to put that on the shelf thanks to COVID-19. So now they're exploring more options to go public this year. And one of those options apparently is via a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company. Right, which I've covered in a previous video just released yesterday. So go check that out if you don't know what a special purpose acquisition company is yet. So Airbnb raised about $1 billion back in April at a $18 billion valuation. So they obviously are doing well. They are able to access the cash that they need to survive this period. And they've been doing well for a long time. Airbnb is a household name. They see about 42 million visits to their website every month. That's a whole lot, right? So they're doing well. They are a huge threat to the hotel industry. Their mobile apps are very highly rated. On Google Play, on Android, they are rated at a 4.6 star out of 1 million reviews. And then on Apple, on iPhones, they have a 4.8 star rating out of 500,000 reviews. And it's very hard to get great ratings on iPhones, right? So they're doing very well. The users love them. They make lots of money. They don't own any real estate, right? They outsource all of the real estate to the marketplace, right? People like you and I can just rent our homes and earn money from strangers. And then Airbnb takes a cut of that. Right, so they are just the marketplace. They provide the payment system, they provide the conflict resolution system, and they provide a communication system. That's all they do, and they take a cut from sales. They have great economies of scale, and they have great growth potential because they're not in every market yet. They have a lot of room to grow from here. Right, so I believe that if Airbnb goes public, they're going to be valued very highly. They're going to do very well in the marketplace, right? They have the name recognition like an Uber, like a Twitter, right? So they're going to do well, and I'm waiting for when they IPO. And when they do IPO, I will be a buyer of their stocks, right? So now let's talk about the SPAC, right? They are considering, their CEO, Brian Chesky, just came out and said, hey, we're considering going public in 2020 still. We aren't ruling out SPAC deals, right? We are considering SPAC deals because people are reaching out to us. SPAC sponsors are reaching out to us saying, hey, we have all this money that we've raised in our SPAC IPO. Maybe we can make a deal work, right? Maybe we can help you go public in a much faster time frame than you would be able to with a traditional IPO. So consider it. So any SPAC that would want to take Airbnb public would have to raise a lot of money because again, Airbnb was last valued at $18 billion on the private market, right? So they're going to fetch a highly valued IPO price. So there are only a few SPACs that can actually afford to purchase Airbnb and take them public via a reverse merger. And one of those SPACs might be Bill Ackman's SPAC. Bill Ackman, the guy who turned $20 million into $2.6 billion by hedging his bets against the COVID-19 downturn in the market. Right, this guy just raised the biggest SPAC ever at $4 billion. Right, his SPAC might be able to afford an Airbnb, and he might be interested in making that deal happen. His SPAC is called Persian Square Tontine Holdings, and they just recently IPO'd and are now trading on the public stock exchange. Right, they are very highly priced, higher than most other SPACs that you see today. They're in the $20 range when most other SPACs are in the $10 range to start. Right, so they're highly priced right now. Obviously, he knows how to raise money and get deals done. So look out for his SPAC and look out for an Airbnb SPAC deal because this is going to be a fun year if Airbnb actually goes public and if they do it through a SPAC deal, right? There's a chance that we can get a great discount on an Airbnb IPO if we get in on a SPAC deal early. That would be huge. So I'm looking out for this and I wanted to just bring this to you guys real quick. So thank you for watching. And remember to always practice the bull mentality, right? The bull mentality is that we know what we're investing in. We understand what we're investing in. We believe in what we're investing in. And we hold for the long term. I hope you've had a great week and have a great weekend. See you guys.